say hi to everybody, Goose? You gonna say hi to everybody? So this weekend, 4th of July weekend, we're gonna be pretty busy. We have we had a excavator delivered yesterday that we're gonna be using for the next 3 days to start excavation so we can start our cabin build. We have a lot to get done before we can even get to the point where we can even start laying the foundation for it. So I was just going to kind of show you what our plan is on the excavation phase, and you'll get to see some of the before and then of course the after. So we're planning on having the excavator 3 weekends in a row, this one being the longest weekend. So fingers crossed we can get as much done as possible. It's a big task. Okay, so this area here is, let me kind of show you in relation to where it is with the cabin. Okay, so there's our shed to cabin over there. The new driveway that was cut in. This area here was kind of made a little bit bigger at one point, and this pond thingy was dug in. Well, the pond thingy's really not working out very well. So our plan is to fill it back in, get rid of it, level all this out, extend it out more. I can't remember how many more feet Stuart said he wants to see in here, but this is where the cabin that we're in now will be moved. And also our storage shed that's on the other side of the scary cabin will be moved down here to this area. That's going to open up the area by the scary cabin quite a bit. The scary cabin will be coming down. So first we have to excavate this area, move the cabin over, move the storage shed over, then excavate this area here where the cabin is, to make it more level. Pond thingy is filled up. Dogs, are you gonna help?
No, Mama.
Let's get the small pieces in first.
Okay.
Oh shit.
What? Spiders?
No.
Ants?
Yep.
Oh yeah.
Yep. We really need to move that car.
Yeah, we should probably do that.
I don't know where to put it.
I thought you were talking about putting it up by the water tank. Jeremy, you need to come pick up the car. to imagine having over 10 acres, but we have no room. One of the disadvantages of living on a mountain, we have no flat area. So we're struggling trying to figure out where to put everything that we want to save, like some of those logs behind us still we want to use for fencing and a gate post at the end of the driveway. So we don't want to get rid of those, but now we got to figure out where to put them so Stuart can work that area. So how do you feel about what you were able to get done in 3 days?
Pretty good, I guess, for someone with no experience who really doesn't know what the heck they're doing, but we still got a lot more to go.
I know.
We gave ourselves 3 long weekends to get accomplished what we wanted to get accomplished. I think I'm a bit of an overachiever, but we'll see what happens. So next weekend, they don't know it yet, the tractor rental people, but because originally we had this for 3 weekends,
Right.
but it was good for this weekend to give us a spot to work with. So next weekend I'm going to do, if they have one, a mini excavator. We're going to get up everything behind the clearing that we just did. So mini excavator, I'm just going to go through and rip out all that slash, get rid of the maples, and get rid of some
of the dangerous birch.
Get rid of the dangerous birch, and we got some fir trees up there that are in really sad shape, and I'm going to take those out. But I'm going to cut those down before. Oops, sorry, Gabby.
Dog.
I'm going to cut all that stuff down before, and then I'll just get rid of all the scrub that's up there and just all that stuff. And then that way, with that bare ground, we can kind of slope the hill. so it's not so steep. We can get it sloped, and then we'll just, in the fall, we'll plant clover and grass and stuff like that on it to hold it back. But yeah, I don't know.
You've gotten quite a bit done. You got the pond thingy
Filled.
filled up, so that's filled up. The concern that we have with that, with the pond thingy, is that with it being such a deep hole, the dirt's going to settle quite a bit. So we're not going to be putting any of our structures on that.
Well, that's not the only concern. Inside the pond thingy, there was a spring, a seasonal spring. So, which is why we started digging the pond thingy to begin with, is because that whole area was wet a couple years ago when it was excavated. So that seasonal spring is still there. So it's just going to make that whole area mush. Even though there's a lot of rock and stuff in there, it's going to make it mush. So we're probably going to have to address that next year when we figure out,
When we see what's going to happen.
when we see what's going to happen and how bad it's really going to affect the whole thing. So next spring we'll readdress that then. So hopefully next weekend, about 30 feet out all along the hillside, will be clear of scrub and debris. I'm not really sure what to do or how to do it, but we're going to have to get this a lot more level than it is. So I'm thinking a skid steer.
All right, so here's what it looks like now. I did a little bit of video of before. It's actually a pretty big area. He's moved quite a bit of dirt, plus filling in the pond thingy.
Yeah.
The pond thingy.
All right, so we have a friend out there in the area. I'm not going to say his name, but you know who you are. When it comes time for final grading, I'm going to be calling. Trust me.
It's not a bad idea.
Even though I bailed on you for this part, and I apologize for that. We did have someone set up to do this, and I had to bail on them because of certain circumstances. And but anyway, hopefully you'll be up for some finished grading. Yep. And your kids can come too, and they can move rocks. Anyway, hit that bell. Like, subscribe, comment, do whatever. Tell me what I'm doing wrong. Tell me what a screw up I am for even starting this.
Fingers crossed.
Fingers crossed, yeah.